During an interview on the Clay Travis and Buck Sexton show this week, which, by the way, sound like two good old boys from the backwoods of Alabama, Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here. Anyway, Donald Trump goes on the Buck Sexton Clay Travis show, and they asked him about potential running mates, and specifically they asked him, what about Tucker Carlson? I mean, let's be honest here. The guy doesn't really have a job at the moment. So Tucker Carlson, he's kind of wide open for anything. And this is what Donald Trump had to say about the suggestion of using Tucker Carlson as his running mate. I like Tucker a lot. I guess I would. So he wasn't necessarily already thinking about it, but Clay Travis, Buck Sexton, I guess, put the thought into his head. And he's like, yeah, sure, why not? We'll consider it. And then he said, I think I'd say I would because he's got great common sense. When they say that you guys are conservative or I'm conservative, it's not that we're conservative. We have common sense. We want to have safe borders. We want to have a wall because walls work. Your wall's already falling apart. And it takes people, what was it, like $30-40 of stuff from Home Depot or Lowe's to be able to get around your wall? So walls do not work. That's not common sense. The common sense part of the wall is people figuring out ways to get over or under it or around it. That's common sense. But either way, he's open to the idea, apparently, of having Tucker Carlson as his running mate because Tucker Carlson has common sense. And it's painful to even say that. So here's the thing. Could Tucker Carlson actually be Donald Trump's running mate? Now, obviously, Tucker Carlson's name, around this point last year, was one that was being floated as somebody who could potentially run for president on the Republican side in 2024. So this conversation is not a brand new one regarding Tucker Carlson. Again, he's not working at Fox. I think he's still doing his stuff on Twitter. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't, but either way, seems like he's got a lot of free time on his hands. He's not exactly tied down with a Fox News contract, so he could, right? So the question is Tucker Carlson a viable VP candidate for Donald Trump? Obviously, Carlson carries a lot of baggage, but his baggage might end up being a plus for Donald Trump. Because Tucker Carlson, I hate to say this, but I've got to give credit where it is due. He's not a bad debater. I mean, he lies his face off. Don't get me wrong. He says stupid things, but he's quick and he's fast and he's able to handle whatever gets thrown at him. So in a vice presidential debate, I actually think Tucker Carlson would perform very well on stage because it's what Tucker Carlson does. He performs well. Like Donald Trump, he is also a master manipulator. Now, what about the baggage, right? The claims of racism against Tucker Carlson. Well, that's no different than the claims lobbied against Donald Trump, and he seems to be doing pretty well with it. So is it going to attract any new voters? Maybe. Maybe. Probably not. So in terms of being a viable candidate, I don't think that Tucker's baggage is any worse than what Donald Trump has, so it's not going to drag him down further. But is it going to attract new people? Again, probably not. So Trump was asked the question, and I think that's why he addressed it. But I don't think deep down that Donald Trump is actually thinking about putting Tucker Carlson on that ticket. He likes Tucker. Tucker has been very loyal to him. But Tucker is, assuming he's still doing a show on Twitter, right where Trump needs him, trying to manipulate the masses to continue to support Donald Trump. He can't afford to lose that voice because it's much more valuable where it is now than it would be on a presidential ticket. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.